So that sound, if you can hear it up there, is actually an air conditioner. We've got in-house ventilation, which is really cool. Main reason why is because it's 36 fucking degrees. It's only gonna get warmer. Happy Christmas, motherfuckers! Oh god. Alright, so I'm pretty much filming a bunch of videos today. My first one will be on my 4K collection. I might film extra footage before I release it because I haven't got one 4K that I've been waiting for in the mail for a while now. So let's just jump into it. Alright. Welcome back to Telecreations. It's a 4K video. This is 4K UHD. The previous one was 4K Masters on Blu-ray. The difference is that the Blu-ray ones are 1080p. These ones are actually 4K. So let's jump in with alphabetical order. Unless some of them are in like collections, which I will be doing my director's collection very soon. Literally today, if my battery lasts. Bye. Alright. Well, I guess when I start in alphabetical order because I realise I have some box sets I should probably start with. So firstly we have the Harry Potter 4K collection. Yes, I bought this. It comes with all the Harry Potter films, as you'd expect. All 8 of them, which is shocking. They're actually, I got the box set specifically because it was on sale. But also it's a 4K plus Blu-ray, which I always love when they give you the Blu-ray as well, because I only have one 4K TV. Special covers, of course, each one specifically designed for each film. Doesn't actually have a rating on it. And if you look at it, not sold separately. It's actually special edition to that. But the only problem I'd say about because the first 2 films are native 4K, so are actual rendered into proper 4K, whereas the rest of the films are all 2K upscales to 4K. That's just the thing. Doesn't really make much difference, realistically. The only other additional, I guess, problem would be the fact that the extended version of the first one, which goes for 8 minutes longer than the original, because it's like theatrical is 152 minutes versus 158 minutes for the extended version. Extended versions are only on the Blu-ray, and that's only for the first 2 films. The second film goes for like see, look, Chamber of Secrets. Ooh, spooky scary. Second one, you got 160 minutes plus 14 extra minutes for the Blu-ray extended cut. But yeah, so simply put, these films are, childhood films for me, you know. And conveniently, it says Philosopher's Stone. You can read that, right? Wait for it. Let it. Come on. Don't focus on my face. Focus on this face. There we go. Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, because it's proper. It's not American. Yeah. Alright, so let's take a look at 2 specific box sets I got. If I get the third one in, which is Escape New York, I'll show footage of that during this, if I don't just refilm a whole segment. This is The Fog on 4K. It's a 4K box set. It just recently came out. It comes with the Blu-ray. It comes with, oh my god, it comes with so much shit. Alright, so it comes with a specific of a poster that is exactly the same as the cover. This is what happens when you're not prepared, kids. Shit happens. Okay, The Fog. It's a poster. It is pretty rad. I've watched the film. It's pretty rad. For context, the second 4K is They Live. Probably not, maybe my second favourite John Carpenter film. We'll get to that in the collector's section. So yeah, it's pretty simple as it goes. You know, you got your matte painting kind of thing, and you got your 4 discs. You got your film on 4K. You've got your film on Blu-ray. You've got your special features on Blu-ray, and you got your soundtrack. And behind each disc is like a person or an image from the film or whatever. It's some pretty cool stuff. You know, you get an additional booklet as well, which is really cool. They're quite thin, so they fit into the box set really well. And you get like 7 or 8... 5 like stills from the film. This is a white band that wraps them all together. you know, it's pretty cool stuff. It all came out this year. I like it. And of course, then you've got the They Live box set, which is the exact same stuff. And you get the idea pretty much. Like, you know, it's got your black and white world on it, with the consumerism stuff. You got your poster, you got your booklet, you got all this extra stuff. You can look up this stuff online. It's really cool. And if it's all Region B as well, this is all. Hence, you can usually tell if it's Region B because it has this on it. That's like the British label for, you know, like, what is it? Communication label? Whatever the hell it is. You know, if it's rated A, B, C, what? No, rated MA, PG, whatever the crap. You know, that's like that's the British version of it. Shout out to to Lachlan Reviews. It's yeah, nice knowing you all. And the mail still hasn't come in. Alright, so here's A Few Good Men. It's pretty rad. I'd never seen it before I watched it on 4K. Mint. I'm not going to talk very in-depth about a lot of these for time reasons. Also because battery time reasons. Okay, so here's the next one. Planet Earth 2 and Blue Planet 2. Two 4Ks in my David Attenborough collection. They're fucking gorgeous. If you want a good demo for any 4K or Blu-ray, look at these David Attenborough documentaries. They are fucking crisp. How do we get to V if we're doing B? It's because it's Besson and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets, and of course it is actual 4K. It is a tight box. It's not a guilty pleasure exactly. It's very good to watch on 4K. Gorgeous film. I really like this. I really liked it when I saw it in theaters. I mean, I love Cara Delevingne for one thing, but like, it's just fun. It's a fun film. Yeah, there's really not much else I can add. For me, it's like watching like an hour and a half or more of just. How long does it go for? Yeah. So it's pretty much 2 hours. And 17 minutes. It's pretty much just watching a bunch of Saturday morning cartoons mashed together. It's great fun. It's great fun. And the opening scene, if you haven't seen it, look it up on YouTube, the opening scene. It has nothing to do really with the story, it just establishes the City of a Thousand Planets to the David Bowie song. Blade Runner, Final Cut. Love the original artwork. Had this on Blu-ray with all this stuff of the Final Cut with the documentary Dangerous Days, but I got this because it was like 2 for $40 for 4K, so I'm like, yeah, boy. I guess just for the hell of it, I'll show it now, but of course, if you've seen a lot of my other videos, especially my like top 10 favorite films, boy, this is actually in my Villeneuve collection. I know I don't have a Ridley Scott collection. Don't ask me why. I love this film. It's my favorite film of all time, and I've got the Blu-ray and the 4K. Like, I've actually got the Blu-ray thing as well in the Blade Runner, in the Blade Runner section, just because I just love this film. It is amazing. This is in my least favorite Blu-ray covers collection because I hate this cover. I absolutely hate it. But, I mean, it gets the point across, you know, you've got your three characters, you've got the bridge. It's a very good, stunning-looking Blu-ray, 4K. I just do not like the cartoon look of it. I don't even know why. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So, again, in the vein of Carpenter Collection, we have Halloween with its very nice cover. What you'd expect. The film is gorgeous. Like, I bought it on Blu-ray originally, and the Blu-ray sucked. That was the like umbrella release version. 35th anniversary release is great. The 4K is tremendous, and of course you got some, you know, screenshots from the film in terms of in placed as art cards. It's Christine on 4K. I haven't actually watched it yet. It's another John Carpenter film, and that's the reason I got it. It is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and it is exceptional in 4K. Like, if you're going to watch this film outside of all the special features, the 4K is gorgeous. And it's such a great martial arts film. Highly suggested. Now, when people ever say digibook, it's a weird thing, because sometimes they mean this, which is the Dark Crystal on 4K, the anniversary edition, which comes with a book. like, it's got a map, and it's got all this stuff going into detail about the production of the film, and then you've got your 4K and your Blu-ray. And it's just a book. It's literally a book. It's like a storybook. It's really weird. It's really cool. It's really weird. It's getting bloody hot. And I do still have the aircon on. What up next? We got Deadpool 2, the super cut, super duper cut. This is actually a 4-disc collection, which is strange, because it comes with 2 4Ks, 2 Blu-rays, and of course a digital copy, because people totally use digital. But yeah, the 4K, you got the 4K of the theatrical cut and the super duper cut, and the Blu-ray of the super cut and the theatrical cut. Shape of Water, great cover. Very pivotal moment in the film, but also great cover. Beautiful film. Really looks... most of these look really good in 4K. This one looks really good in 4K. This one was interesting when I found out that it had a 4K release, because it's fucking Die Hard. It's so cool. Double whammy. Incredibles and Incredibles 2, because... I mean, they look really good on 4K. Next up is a creepy-ass one by Ford Coppola. Is that his name? Francis Ford Coppola? Yeah, I have the poster of this over there. Yeah, no, this is good. It's a strange Dracula film. I've only seen a few of them. Dracula films, that is. I'd probably say this is maybe my second favorite Dracula film. Behind the original Bela Lugosi one, but this one's still pretty good. So I would show my F collection, but I'm not legally allowed to show my 50 Shades of Grey in 4K collection. It's kind of weird that exists, isn't it? I don't actually have the 50 Shades of Grey in 4K. Just on Blu-ray. Gladiator. Next up we have Grease. A kind of strange cover, kind of like the Bridge on the River Kwai one, but this one, I don't know, it's weird. It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Look at their faces. Look at John Travolta's face. He wants you. Look at those eyes. It's fucking weird. But yeah, no, 4K looks good. It's got a lot of good special features and stuff. Pretty much. We're into J now, and we've got one of the best films of recent years. It's John Wick. I'm yet to get the sequel in 4K though. I will. Yet to. Really keen for the third one. Next up, we don't have the first one in 4K, only in Blu-ray, and this one is only in 4K, which... okay. It's Kingsman: The Golden Circle. I haven't watched it yet. My younger brother bought it, so don't blame me if you don't like it, and I have it because... I mean, the first one's fantastic. Came out of nowhere. Next up, we have 2001: A Space Odyssey in 4K. It is glorious. Like, I've seen this film in 70mm, and this looks better. Like, holy shit. It is not a fun day today. Next up, we have Labyrinth, the 30th anniversary edition. Yes, this is a weird film. Next up, we have a very strange one on 4K. I got it on 4K because I use Blu-ray.com to review 4Ks. Sometimes I look at the, like, Blu-ray high def digest or whatever the crap it's called, but usually I just look at Blu-ray.com, and they were like, yeah, look, this one's pretty good. And also, if I'm not wrong, it's got a bit of a mistake here. If you look at the cover, it says plus, but there's no actual end to the equation. It's kind of weird. It's a good film, and it just comes with the 4K and the Blu-ray. I don't know why it has that extra plus on top. Like, I have no idea. It's a complete misprint, and I have no idea why. It's a good film. It's a great film. Lego Batman's also really good. I've got that on Blu-ray. Not on 4K, just Blu-ray. You know. See, maybe they were originally meant to have the digital high definition for the Lego movie, but they didn't, so they just didn't put it in there. It's weird. Logan, on 4K. I wish this had the noir version, but it doesn't. And that sucks, because I'd love to see the noir version, but I love this film, and it looks fucking good on 4K. Oh, this one I got on 4K because I'm like, I have to get this on 4K. It's one of the best films of, 2016? No, it came out in 2015. Why is this? Oh, Academy Awards of 2016. Haha. It's a partially Australian film, and it looks good on 4K. Yeah, so, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. It's a good film. I'm kidding. It's Mad Max Fury Road. Kind of not shockingly, but the only Avengers film, like Marvel Cinematic Universe film I have on 4K is Infinity War. Now we're on to the Mission Impossible films. So of course we have the first one. Really nice cover and everything. Gorgeous film. Pretty good. So then we have Mission Impossible 3. Again, same kind of cover art and whatever. Got a highlighted moment even as from the start of the film, which is kind of weird. But it's good, it's nice, it's good, it's a good film. It has some stuff I don't like particularly about it. Probably my least favourite of the Mission Impossible films. Because I haven't seen the second one, because the second one ain't great. I mean, I have seen the second one. It's not great. I don't want to get it on 4K. At least if it's really cheap, then yeah, probably. I don't even have it on Blu-ray. It's not even on DVD. Then we have... I still think it's my favourite. Ghost Protocol. Probably my favourite of the... of all Mission Impossible films on 4K, of course. Well, I mean, we do have Rogue Nation on Blu-ray because that's what it looked like when it came out. I'd like to add that that was the only one that we did have on Blu-ray, so that's why I got 4K for all the rest of them, except for the second one, of course. And lucky last, we have Fallout, which looks fucking good on 4K. The only problem is that the cover art is completely different to what's previously been established. And it's just like, what's the point of re-releasing all these things? Is that a bird? I have to go with two hands for this one. Stop moving. Well, pretty simply put, we go into letter N. I mean, kind of. The letter N, and we've got Nolan. So we've got the dark... Is it going to focus? Is it going to focus? Focus on the DVDs. It is. Who fucking cares? It's Batman Begins in 4K. It's The Dark Knight in 4K, all the special covers, and of course The Dark Knight Rises in 4K. They're all on sale. I love this trilogy. I still really like Dark Knight Rises. I mean, it has its problems, yeah. I still like it. Dark Knight is obviously the best one of the three. Everyone agrees on that. And Batman Begins is actually really good too. I forget how good it is. It's just been a while since I'd seen it until I rewatched it on 4K. The one thing that's great about Christopher Nolan films additionally goes for Inception, Interstellar, my favourite of his films, and his latest Dunkirk, is the fact that even if I have them all on Blu-ray, which I have them all on Blu-ray, but I have them all on 4K as well because the IMAX shots, and also mostly the IMAX shots, but the IMAX shots are very present, obviously, on the 4K, unlike the Blu-ray, but also because the 4K is gorgeous. The only one of his I do not have on 4K is The Prestige, because I don't really think that warrants a 4K, but the 4K is still out there. I'm not going to get it, it's just out there. Oh yeah, that's right, I have my least favourite film of 2016? Yeah, my least favourite film of 2016, maybe. What else came in 2016? Who cares? Passengers on 4K, because my mum wanted it. She really likes it. It's weird. Both of my parents really like it. It's one of those kind of, like, things that my mum doesn't mind it because she likes... She's not too big a fan of Jennifer Lawrence, but she likes... I mean, I don't even know why the fuck she... Was it even her that liked it? I know Dad likes the concept of it. I like the concept. I don't like the execution. Like, if you watch the Nerd Writers video on how they could have fixed it in terms of, like, what you saw first as an audience, then yes. The Patriot. My dad's. He really likes The Patriot. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. Oh, fuck, wrong film. The Predator collection. So this is the only good Predator films. Predator, of course, with its lame-ass fucking cover. Predator 2, which I still really like. I still prefer the first one over all of them. Still really like Predator 2, actually. I've never seen it until I saw it on 4K. Fuck, I really like it, actually. I like it as a cop film, and then I like it as an alien film. It's great. And then the most cliche one, but it knows what it is kind of film, Predators. It's not bad. I did not like The Predator. What I'd like to get is Evil Dead 1 and 2 on 4K. That'd be mint. But they haven't come out in Australia yet on 4K, which fucking sucks. This one's a new one. I haven't actually watched it yet. Sicario Day of the Soldado. Got it on 4K because I heard the 4K was really good. I really like the first Sicario film. Don't have that on 4K. I don't even know if you can get it on 4K. I don't have it on 4K. But yeah, no, I still got this, and the cover's much better on this than it is on the Blu-ray anyway, so, you know. Now we get into my Steven Spielberg collection, and you've got Close Encounters of the Third Kind, which actually looks really good for a 40th anniversary edition on 4K. And I have the 30th anniversary edition on DVD. Not really much to brag about, it's just a box set version, so it comes full versions on 3 different DVDs. Plus a poster that is a map as to all the differences between each version of the film, which is really weird, but cool also. Whereas this version just has all of them on 3 different discs, but it also comes with a Blu-ray. Then you've got E.T., the fucking extraterrestrial, because, I mean, it's bloody E.T. Of course I'm going to get it on 4K. We got Saving Private Ryan on 4K, which looks really goddamn good. Oh, sorry, we're not done our Spielberg collection. We also have this piece of crap, Ready Player One, that I was forced by my family to buy because they really liked it. Oh wow, it's actually appropriate for me to start chatting the thing because it's the Terminator 2 Judgment Day on 4K, and I understand a lot of the criticisms, you know, no film grain, it looks smooth as crap. If you actually look at it, it still looks really good, and for 4K, fucking good. And I understand why there's a lot of criticism against it. I still quite like it, actually. It looks like it was filmed yesterday. That's how smooth everyone is. There's kind of a false smoothness to it, but if you just go to watch the movie because you like watching movies, or you just really like Terminator 2, I 100% recommend the 4K. It still looks really goddamn good, and the sound design and everything, mint. I mean, it's not the extended edition, so it doesn't have like that like extra scene where they like cut into his brain and shit, which I always watched because I had the DVD extended version. I never realized it was an extended version, and then I never realized why people criticized it until I read about it. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, okay, yeah, okay, fair point, you know. Let's go through this. It's the Matrix trilogy. I recently rewatched all of these, and I only have one question. Why the hell has he got a samurai sword in this one when he has a samurai sword in Reloaded, and he has the submachine guns in Revolutions? That's my only question. I still really like them, actually. I was surprised at how different they get each film. Like, the first one is fantastic. The second one retains a lot of the fight scene stuff that makes the first one really good, but also goes into a lot of philosophy, a lot more deeper. And the third one, it becomes more about the human survival against the robots, less about the philosophy, but still, still contains this philosophical identity. Interesting ending, but overall, pretty good trilogy. And now, of course, for my favourite Wachowski film, Jupiter Ascending on 4K. Okay, it's not actually my favourite. My favourite is actually Cloud Atlas. Or The Matrix. I don't know, I haven't watched Cloud Atlas for like a year, so I need to rewatch it again to really process if I think it's my favourite, because I didn't really think of it as, oh, is it my favourite of the Wachowski films? Yeah, I don't mind Jupiter Ascending. I mean, I can understand, like, visually, worth the 4K. Eddie Redmayne's great at it. It's kind of a guilty pleasure, I guess. Because, like, I understand why it's bad, but, like, I also understand what's good about it. So it's like, you know, seeing the diamond in the rough kind of stuff. Huh, alright, this is actually my last 4K. I'm just looking for all my stuff, I'm like, wow, this is actually surprising. Like, my whole entire list, and this is my last 4K. Damn, son. Of all films, it's Wonder Woman. I say that because, like, I'm not really big onto the DCEU. I mean, I've watched all the DCEU films, except Aquaman, but it hasn't come out yet for us. Just saying. It's early December. I haven't actually watched it on 4K. We only got it because it was, like, on sale, and, like, I think we got it with, like, I don't know. We got it with another film here. It was like a 2 for 40 bundle, and Dad was like, "Hey, how about we get this and get this?" I think it was Passengers and Wonder Woman, and like, they're two films I don't mind. This one I like much more, except for the third act. I fucking hate the third act. But yeah, I think it's pretty good on 4K. I assume it is. Oh, you know it's good when it says certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, yeah, that's just kind of in my collection. Again, it's just because it was on sale, really. Like $20 for a 4K, why not? You know, still comes with a Blu-ray, I guess. Alright, so yeah, that was my 4K collection. I hope you've enjoyed. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more. I have more kind of Blu-ray lists. I've got my favorite Blu-rays, I've got my favorite films of all time, my favorite DVDs, my favorite box sets, my favorite VHS. What else do we have? We've got my 4K collection that are not 4K UHD, but are 4K transfers onto Blu-ray. And next up, we have my director's collection, if that comes out before this. I don't know. If it has, links in the description, I guess. I gotta make a playlist for all that stuff. But yeah, like, pretty much I'm pretty much done. Once I've done my director's collection, I don't think I'm gonna talk about my Blu-rays anymore. Like, I'll start probably reviewing films and stuff, but realistically, I'm pretty much done. Yeah, I still plan to get 4Ks in the future. I'm still, of course, waiting for my Escape New York one to come in. It hasn't come in today at all. So I'll probably have extra footage of it if possible. If not, maybe I'll just include a picture of what it looks like from, like, online sources. Yeah, outside of that, I think I've got to get The Last Witch Hunter on 4K. You know, that's my priority. That's, like, one of the greatest films ever made. Yeah. Cool. See you next time. Sarcasm. Whoop. But